Hello everyone, welcome to my new car, the Civic Type R 2017. So at the beginning of the summer I had this 240 S6 swap S15 swap complete from an S15, all the mechanics and suspensions. But this time I'm bringing you guys another car. This is a keeper for sure. So let's let the car warm up a little bit first. So the car is just so amazing. Each time I drive it, my heart is beating. It's a really very fast car, daily drive, very good fuel economy. I'm getting about 8 liters per 100 kilometers on cruise control, of course, and 6-speed manual transmission. And this is like the best manual transmission you will ever drive for this amount of price. Like, tax included in Canada, it's $48,000. In the States, for sure, it's cheaper. I think, I don't remember the prices in US, around 38, 37, something like that. But man, this transmission is just so amazing. So let's start with the appearances of this car. So this car has a lot of red lips, red accents to the car, red touches. I think kind of Honda inspired a little bit out of the Nissan's Nismos, because they came out before this car. The Versa Nismo, the GTR Nismo, the 370Z Nismo, they all have this black lip with a red accent to it as well. So I kind of think Honda kind of, inspired from them. In the interior we have beautiful seats, extremely comfortable Recaro seats. I'm pretty sure it's maybe not Recaro, but anyways, they hug you so well, especially your legs, side bolsters, even the back, it's held completely extremely well. And don't forget, there's actually airbags inside these sport seats. They really look like the Recaro CS, I think that's what they call it. The European Golf R comes with it, the Jaguar also comes with it, the sport ones. The steering wheel is very nice, it's real leather, it's also red stitched to give it a Type R feeling to it. Along with the side panels, the rear seats as well. One thing that's different from the our normal Civics, from the Type R, is it's not cloth on the on the side panels. It's actual suede. It's not just cloth. Yes, it's black and it's easy to stain, but just be careful, right? Just wash your hands each time you drive it. The seats are very nice. The interior is very nice. It's comfortable. It's a comfortable car with a lot of gadgets to it. It comes with XM satellite radio, 3 months. There's a lot of power to it. 306 horsepower, and man, the car rips. I have about 7,000 RPM max. So if you're used to the VTEC screaming sound, this car doesn't have it. Also, Honda did an extremely good job on sound isolation and the wind isolation. It feels a lot like a Volkswagen, feels like a lot of like a very high quality sport car compared. So it's very different. It doesn't feel trash. It feels very quality build. Yes, it's $48,000, but it does feel like it. Yes, it's front wheel drive, but it's great. So you also have 3 modes for the car: comfort mode, sport mode, and also R mode. The main difference I see is the steering wheel ratio on it, and also the the throttle body also sends more gas for a certain percentage of travel when you go into a sport mode versus comfort mode. Like usually low cars, you feel like you're sitting on the ground or something like that, but this car feels like a minivan, if you allow me to compare it to the car of this instinct. Especially if you compare it to the S2000 or a Honda Civic of the 1992s through 2000, the EM1s or EK9 or whatever. Between these years, this car definitely feels like a minivan to it. So there's some carbon I think it's vinyl or plastic to it. It's not real carbon, I'm pretty sure, for this price. But it does have a very nice interior. The engine, they kept on calling it. So the engine, they kept on calling it the K series. So this engine is the K20C1. I realized one thing. Every time Honda has a racing engine or a racing car, they like to use the C letter and put it to the engine. For example, for the NSX, it was the C30 and C32, and then we also have the B18C, which is the Type R engine, which is considered as racing, right? It is a very nice sporty engine for the Civic or the Integra, because they had the same engine. The wheels are 20 inches, 235, 30, and 20. 20 inches in the Civic, that's crazy. So it makes your ride kind of rough, but at the same time you can, you know, change the mode, the comfort mode, which, you know, calibrates and changes your dampening on the suspensions and also makes your car rev lower, as you can see. And if I'm not moving my feet at all, I'm put it back to sport, wow, the car feels fast, slightly faster. But let's leave it at the sport mode just for now. There's another mistake I'm always having with this car, because I'm used to 5-speed transmissions, is I leave it at 5-speed and it doesn't feel like the car is ripping apart itself in order to cruise around highway, because I also have a EP3 as a winter beater, and man, at 120 kilometers per hour, it does feel like it's, you know, working hard for me. It was around, at 120 kilometers per hour, it was revving around 4,000 RPM, which is a lot for a 4-cylinder car, especially on the highway, so you can hear the engine working hard. It feels bad to me. If you want my opinion, the new Civic Type R feels modernized, but at the same time it feels like it's bulky, it's bigger, but I know it's faster, but it's just missing a certain feel, like there's more airbags around me. It feels like I'm in a tank or something, compared to my Civic EP3, which feels like it's more bare bone, it's more raw. The car's clutch is extremely easy to drive. There's no way you can stall with this car. It's like, it's super easy to drive. Holy crap. See guys, already 115 kilometers per hour. Another thing, there's one thing I don't really like about this car is the touch volume, like everyone else. I don't like it because, you know, it's a sport car, so you're supposed to have some physical button. The buttons on the steering wheel is not that high quality. It feels like a little Game Boy. It does have a kind of Game Boy sound. You know, when you press on it and depress, it actually does have this quality sound to it. Super Nintendo, Game Boy, whatever. A console, plasticky feel to the steering wheel. The engine is quite unique for now, except the Honda Accord. For the new one, they're gonna use the same engine, but for sure not the same covers, plastic covers over it, but they're gonna detune it to 260 instead of having 306 horsepower. Probably they're gonna give it a very balanced torque and more balanced horsepower curve, because it's more a daily car and this is more a sportier car. But it does have, it is happy when you rev it, even though the maximum red line is 7,000 RPM. I don't have a sunroof. Probably they didn't want to kind of, you know, decrease the car's flexibility, because this is a very flexible chassis. That's why they wanted to base these Type R on the hatchback. And my girlfriend does have the hatchback, and even though it's a 1.5 liter turbo compared to the Type R's 2 liter turbo, it is a fast car. It is a fast car for the price. There's also a rev match function on this car that comes in when I'm in higher RPM. If it knows that like I'm below 4,000 or 3,000, it doesn't rev match for me, because probably it knows I don't need the rev match. But rev matching is a really cool feature. Maybe some hardcore enthusiasts won't like it, but I do like it. And you can always turn it off if you don't like it when you go to track or something like that. comes base equipped with LEDs, headlights, which are very nice. It is optional on any other Civics, but on this car it is standard. Otherwise, it is a very nice car. Yes, it's a lot of money, but I don't regret the purchase at all. Yes, I know I could have bought a but there's this unique thing I like about the Civic Type R. It's just so unique that the feeling to it, you can't find a replacement to it. Especially if you're a Honda, hardcore Honda fan just like myself. I always like Hondas. Reliable, fast, a lot of aftermarket parts to it. I don't know what you can ask for more. It has very nice cornering abilities that I have yet to try out because I didn't bring it to track yet. But even on 5th gear, it's a very fast car. I chose the white because for me, the Type R has always been white. For example, the Integral Type R Championship White. Oh my god, those are making me drool. I always wanted one and I ended up buying a Civic Type R instead. And I also like the Civic Type R EK9, the hatchbacks one, which are extremely nice, man. But too bad they're JDMs only, so there's a lot of replicas that people are doing in North America or in Canada. But it's hard to find a very clean hatchback nowadays, especially the EK9 chassis, because they were so nice looking, they were very nimble, they had a lot of aftermarket parts to it. It was kind of a perfect Civic to me. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you can, enjoy me modifying this car. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Next video will be a Ford Focus RS, and I hope you guys are ready for the comparison. Even though there's a lot, but I mean by me, Montreal guy, right? Encourage Montreal guy. Bye.